so today I am going to be doing a review video. I have not done one of these in so long. I used to do like quite a lot of review videos of like the B6 setting spray, and I just did a whole bunch of stuff, but I have not really been getting any the newest sort of products recently, just for the fact that I don't really need anything and everything that's come out has really not caught my attention. I've not thought I need to buy this. So it was just sort of a case of I didn't really need anything and so I didn't really have anything to make a video on. However, when I seen this palette come out, I really wanted it. I thought it was limited edition, but it's since been confirmed that it's actually going to be in the permanent line, which is really nice, and it is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now obviously you've seen the title of the video. I'm sure there's loads of these videos around, but I thought I'd throw in my input of this palette. It is so pretty, like literally I was so drawn to this. So okay, so just a little bit of background information where you can get this in the UK. I got mine on cultbeauty.com. It was £41, and I know you can get it elsewhere. I think at, what's the other one, Beauty Bay, you can get it on there. At this time it was currently sold out because I was seeing which discount codes would work wherever, and I managed to get free shipping on Cult Beauty, I think, and you probably still can. I just googled Cult Beauty codes at the time and I picked this one up. So I didn't really want to pay any more than £41 because I think that's still a lot of money for a palette, considering if you look at sort of Urban Decay palettes, they are, for a normal sort of naked, is 36, I think it is. So you know, a little bit, £5 cheaper than this. I understand obviously it's an American brand, it has got to get imported, but come on now, we are becoming more of a beauty community that's a bit more, you know, international. So yeah, this is from Cult Beauty, £41. I did get free shipping, just Google codes, there should be some about. It was sold out on the other websites, so it's obviously a very popular palette. So let's just go into the shades. I think this palette, the sort of colour of it here is sort of symbolises to me a very sort of fall sort of colour, you know, like the grey toned pastel sort of thing, but the palette actually is very summery. Now I'm gonna have to say I will be still wearing this in, you know, in winter because I just think it's very versatile. You've got some colours in there that will really work for winter that are very grey toned and a bit more like sort of dull as such, but not in a bad way. But you have got obviously those amazing brights. So in the back here it just says the ingredients and everything. There's a lot of ingredients. A lot of ingredients, can you see that? There's a huge list. Wow. It's got a picture obviously of the palette, and it's made in the USA, and it comes with a duo-sided brush, which I did actually use to do this look today. It's the first time I've used the brush in the palette, so I put a little snippet in at the end of this video of me doing this eyeshadow look. It's really quick, I've sped it up, so it won't take long, but oh yeah, it's great. This is a cruelty-free product. I did not know that. Okay, so let's just get into the palette. So this is the product. It comes in the plain box, but everybody's been commenting on, obviously it's soft, it's just a velvet material. Think of the Urban Decay Naked One palette. It's the same material as that, just obviously in this really nice sort of tulip pastel colour, which I really like. What would you call this? A taupe, that's what I would call it. And in the back again, it's just got the same thing that's printed on the back of the box. I don't like this sticker. I think that really degrades it, how it's shiny and stuff. So ideally would not have that on there, but you can probably take it off really easily. Very simple, just says your modern Renaissance, and it's by Anastasia. I love the rose gold shine of this. I think it's very pretty, but as the palette goes, it's very simple. It's fairly weighty, and it's sort of just a cardboard magnetic closure thing. It's nothing, you know, amazing, but this is what we want. We want something that's compact, lightweight, whackable, durable, and I think that's what they've done. So let's just open it up. You've got a little bit of ribbon here if you want to use that to open it up, or you can just do that, and it takes you into the palette. So we've got a nice big mirror up top. Never really a fan of mirrors in palettes, but I think this one is a good one to have a mirror in, because I feel like if you ever took this with you anywhere, you would probably only take this palette, and it's great to have sort of a big mirror in your palette, because that's the one big thing you take. And then if we look at the actual shadows, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 shadows in here, which I think is really nice. They're very, very decent sizes. I would say if you are wanting a size comparison, I'd say the circumference of a 1p coin is probably the sort of size of the square of each eyeshadow. So it's like pretty average, I would say. I don't know how much you actually get in each pan, but I doubt you will be hitting pan very easily. As you can see, this palette has already been used. I've had a nice couple of tries with this, and I have to say, this is my first experience with Anastasia Beverly Hills formula of eyeshadow, and I have to say, it's nice. I don't think it's like the best of the best, but it's very comparable to Urban Decay, apart from the only thing I have to say is I don't like how what's it called, chalky they can be. Now, not chalky in the fact they blend quite nice onto the eyes, but when you're actually dipping your brush in, you waste an incredible amount of product that ends up coming out of the pan, just, you know, crumbling out. So I was not kind of happy about that, because that's when you hit pan more easily, because the eyeshadows are just a little bit too soft and a little bit too blendable. So you do end up losing quite a substantial amount, because every time I use this palette when I'm done, I have to just to get all of the excess that's come off of it out. It's not a huge deal, I'm just saying, but the colours in general are very blendable and nice. They are comparable to Urban Decay, which is one of the best, in my opinion, eyeshadows. So as far as colours go, I really like the colour scheme in this palette. I think it is extremely unique at the moment with these two very bright sort of red pinks, and then you have another one here which is one of my favourites in red ochre, which is like a very sort of apple wood sort of colour. You also have the very on-trend orange, burnt orange colour. Oh no, there's actually a colour called burnt orange, but this is a very sort of woody orange, and then this one is more of a golden orange, but definitely incredibly on-trend colours. And to me this makes me think of sort of a sunset sort of colour scheme, which is some of my absolute favourite colours. As far as it goes, you have got quite a few mattes in this palette, so correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm only going off by how I can see, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these colours, 9 out of the 14 are matte / demi-matte, and the other ones are slightly shimmer or shimmer, and that's the other 5. I have to say, the only thing, again, that I would criticize about this palette is it hasn't got that many lid shades. The only one is this color here in Primavera, which I put on my eyes today. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely shimmery champagne light gold, but it's the only real one that looks absolutely incredible on the lid. The one above it in Vermeer is like sort of more of a pearlescent. It's nothing that's like jaw-dropping. I use this on my brow bone. I think it's much better as a brow bone highlight rather than all over the lid pop of colour or pop of shimmer. So that's the only thing I would critique in this palette and say I probably would like to have seen another really shimmery lid colour, perhaps maybe like a really shimmery light orangey colour, like take the burnt orange but put loads of glitter in it. That's what I would kind of like to have seen. Apart from that, I love this colour here as well. I used this in my look today, the Bon Fresco. I would say is very comparable to the actual colour of the palette, so it looks a lot like this. And it's very versatile. That one, because it's a taupe, you can use it in summer or you can use it for winter. But there's definitely, I would almost say the whole top row is kind of a winter appropriate and the whole bottom row is very summer appropriate. So they've made it very versatile. So apart from those critiques, I think this palette is definitely a winner. I absolutely love this. I'm so glad I got it. It is an investment and expensive, but I would say one very well worth it. These two colours, I have to say, out of the whole palette, my favourite colours have got to be the Venetian Red and Love Letter. I just love them. They're so unique. You never see these sort of colours on the market. Very dark red tone pinks or reds in general. So I think that they've come out with a very sort of USP here. So yeah, I ended up going this because if you guys know, you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or both, here you go. It's right down here. Please do. You'll love it. I put out a little poll on Twitter and I also put out on Instagram a post and said, should I get this palette or should I get the Violet Voss Holy Grail? Now the Violet Voss Holy Grail was limited edition, but I did manage to find one on eBay that was around the 50 £5 mark, I believe, after shipping, so it was a bit more expensive than this, but because it was limited edition I was willing to buy it, and it had a similar colour scheme to this, but I think it had about 20 shadows in it. Never used any of the Violet Voss cosmetics, but I'd sort of seen loads of comparisons on YouTube and I thought, which one do I really want to get? But overall, the Twitter poll, the Violet Voss did win by 56%, I think it did. But on Instagram, so many of you guys commented and said that this one was way better and way more blendable, and you would have definitely gone for this one. So overall, I just decided as well, obviously because eBay is not exactly that reliable, I didn't know how many fakes were going around, I definitely didn't want to buy a fake. So a lot of you guys were saying how nice this one was, so I ended up turning to this one. So that's it for my review. Let's keep this fairly short and sweet, I guess. And I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I would say definitely if you're thinking about picking up this palette, definitely go ahead and do it. It is about rushing to get it, but availability in the UK seems to be sort of available then gone, available then gone. So definitely check it out on Cult Beauty or Beauty Bay, or just Google it and it'll come up somewhere else. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you all in my next video. Remember to stay beautiful. Ciao.